You know something kind of unique about fan games? They're made by fans, obviously. And well, Sonic Mania is just that. It was created back in 2017 by mainly by two fans of the series. Yeah, fans, not something Sega, worked for them, but fans. That's a very unique start to a game. Starting with it was Christian Whitehead, who made the Sonic CD remakes along the mobile versions of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, and Simon Tomley, who I'll be getting to much later on in the marathon. But yes, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. We're here for a classic adventure. And by the way, something I will mention, I did pay for the DLC for this, but I will get to that DLC later. Anyways, let's move on to what's actually here. By the way, something I want to show off, I have played this game a ton. I've completed everybody, including the two characters that were only available in the DLC. However, for this sake, I also want to show off how you can get some upgrades in this game by beating 32 of the 64 bonus stages. What are those bonus stages? Literally a special stage from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, literally a special stage from Sonic and Knuckles. So there you go. Along goes from Sonic 3 in the mode called Blue Sphere. A variety of options. Pretty neat. But yeah, anyways, let's start with Sonic and Tails, as always. Notice something? Yes. You did. This is literally the intro to Sonic 3. Like, this is not new. It's the exact same intro, but now there's a rock that teleports you to what mysterious location? Is it some new epic level? Was it that level I showed off earlier with the city? No. It's Green Hill Zone. Literally Green Hill Zone. When it comes to making a first impression, Sonic Mania makes a horrible first impression. By that move, there's the drop dash. If you hit Sonic's air action in this game, once he hits the ground, he instantly does a spin dash. Makes for a fantastic flow and rhythm. But again, this is literally just Green Hill Act 1. Like, this is Green Hill Act 1 from Sonic 1. Literally. And mine just came out, 26 years after. Yes, it was meant as a 25th anniversary celebration, but like in the 5 years between this and the 20th anniversary celebration, well, I guess 6 years if you count releases, there was literally like a side series, which I'm not mentioning here, Sonic Boom. I'm not actually doing the game for that though. And by the way, Heavy Green Hill 2. They just chucked them together. That's the first stage. Your first stage, literally just the first two stages of Sonic slapdash together. That's your first stage. It's just also special stages, the exact same way you find them in Sonic and Knuckles. Just find the ring and go. Why am I showing this off for the entire stage? Because these special stages are pretty. Because I need to demonstrate a point that this game has almost no originality in its old school levels. I know why. It's because of Sega's meddling, not because of Tomley and Simon and Whitehead. I think it also was a team called Pagoda West. I don't know what they did for this game, but a small team called Pagoda West as well. Anyway, special stages. These are a great mishmash of all the special stages in the classic game. The weird, trippy backgrounds from Sonic 1. The run around and collect some rings from Sonic 2. The ring drain effect from Knuckles Chaotix. The UFO from Sonic CD. And the blue spheres from Sonic 3. Collect the blue spheres to gain speed. As you see by that meter. Rings are your timer. Don't fall in pits or you'll die. And this is a really good special stage. It's really, really fun. And by the way, 7 Chaos Emeralds, as always. Thankfully, you don't have to get them one in a zone like you do in, Tomorrow's Game and Advance 3 or Rush or Advance. You can just get them pretty early. In fact, actually, get them as early as zone number 2. Also, this is the boss for the first game. Remember that big boss in Sonic 4? Yeah, this is that. This is the literal Death Egg robot. The final boss from Sonic 3 is the first boss in this game. But now it's going backwards. And that's pretty fun. Also, just like in Sonic and Knuckles, the capital just kind of floats down from the sky. Cool. Now, this game has a lot of new big thing for its plot. You just saw it there. It's not just literally Sonic 3 again. There's a weird looking rock that's a not Chaos Emerald. They turn some egg robos into these dudes. Eggman gets angry, tries to take it, so it's constant chase between there's 5 other egg robots, Eggman himself, and Sonic to get the weird warpy rock called the Phantom Ruby. And where does this rock take Sonic? Chemical Plant. Chemical Plant from Sonic 2. I'm feeling showing Special Stage 4 because, yeah, I mean, these Special Stages can get very fun and exhilarating, but I think I need to rant about something. Sega had no. They just kept repeating Chemical Plant and Chemical Plant and Green Hill over and over and over again in the 2010s. And it really hurts this game's spectacle because it also drags up this game's length dramatically so. This game has 12 zones in it, which is a lot for a 2D Sonic game. That's the combined. That's actually more than Sonic 2. Well, and mind you, these are all 2 acts like Sonic 2, but these are long acts. These aren't little short, like 1-minute things. No, with the exception of like most of these stages, with one exception, are like 3 to 4 minutes. Sometimes they can reach as long as 5 minutes when you count the bosses in. And yes, every stage is the boss, just like it's Sonic and Knuckles. And yes, the point of this game is literally just be a mashup of classic Sonic. You know, the Genesis games and CD. It's just a mashup of that. And it's a great mashup, it really is, but it doesn't do anything special, which is so disappointing. And I know this has nothing to do with Whitehead and Tomley. They did a fantastic job with this game. And I know they had no creative control, almost no creative control. What they had to pick a bunch of old stages because Takashi Iizuka, the head of Sega, believed the old stages helped sell the game better. And I guess in a way it did, but by this point fans were just so sick and tired of seeing the aesthetic of Green Hill and Chemical Plant over and over and over again. Because they also were in Generations, and there were another game that came out literally 2 months later. Literally 2 months later. Oh yeah, by the way, you can restart stages with no penalty to your life counter. Just thought I mentioned that. Anyways, this is the special stage number 7. By the way, yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said special stages come early. I was only in Chemical Plant Act 2 at this point of this series stage. So yeah, this is Special Stage 7. You know what it is? Unlike almost every other Special Stage 7 in the series, fun. This is the best Special Stage system by far. It's not even a contest. This is the best Special Stage system in the series. Well, not series, but best set of Special Stages. These are just great, simple, easy, fun. Maybe a little too easy, but hey, you know what? I'd rather have too easy and get rewarded for too easy than get punished and have to suffer through long, tedious crap. And to be fair, this game has some length issues just with how many stages there are and the fact some stages go on for way too long for 2D Sonic. But you know what? I don't have to repeat anything, which is awesome. You don't have to repeat anything. One playthrough is all you need of this game, which is nice, but the game is long. Really long. Again, and it does drag off in the middle, which hurts it dramatically. And well, you'll see what I mean when I get to the actual middle of this playthrough. Because yeah, what I've been doing lately, just to speed up on time, is just play through, record some footage as I think about it, and then commentate either during it, or it's better for audio quality that you can't tell, commentate after. Oh, by the way, yeah, you can be Supersonic in regular stages. I think I played until I can find that out. Also, I think I mentioned, the general formula for the old stage, for the old zones brought back, is Act 1 is just going to be a straight-up one of the 2 acts is a straight-up, like, recreation of an old stage, like, almost down to the exact, to the exact level design. And Act 2 is an entirely new thing with an old element. So this time, Chemical Plant, instead of, say, being the rising water factory with the jazzy music in the city, is now this very bouncy stage instead of like a tube and pipeline, and it's cool. I just wish it was original. By the way, the music we made by T-Lopes is fantastic. T-Lopes is a YouTube subscriber. I'm going to put his today's link is going to be his channel. Just T-Lopes' channel. That's today's link. Oh yeah, it's great music. Anyways, yeah, the Water Shield, that's back from 3K. And by the way, 3K is the rate from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I use it pretty interchangeably. You'll see why in a couple days. Actually, not like a week away. Speaking of a week away, Sonic 20 as of today. Today this day was supposed to be the 17th. I blame Advance 3 for taking way too long. No, really, I did not think of it. Anyways, there you go, Supersonic. You super, you jump, you run. You see, it's only really in the major 2D games you get to see Supersonic in a regular level, not just like a final boss. But it's cool, you know, just running around at the speed of sound, having fun, getting rewarded for taking the extra effort to go to the special stages. Something I don't find this series doing a lot. And you wonder why I'm so apathetic to this? Well, the next game is dreadful. I haven't started that playthrough yet, but oh my gosh, am I dreading it. Sonic Advance 2. But this is Sonic Mania, a fun game with fast, fun, great flow, by the way, great level design. It's great, but it's just the sheer amount of reused crap in this game is what... Because it's just so much old stuff. And I know why, because Sega. Because the Sega of the 2010s is afraid of the new. And the new is scary. And when they try new, they mess it up badly. And you will see that later. A lot of foreshadowing in this. Oh, but by the way, just like in 3K, collect special rings. There you go. Also, Anyways, let's just move on to something that literally happened like 20 seconds later that I wish I kept in, but Either way. Oh, by the way, yeah, it's just more... The super music is not cancelable. You can cancel by going to a bonus stage, which is Blue Sphere normally. In this version, it's a little... In Mania Plus, it's a weird bonus stage, but this is not Mania Plus. This, by the way, what you're seeing right now with the dropping of the blob things, this is an entire Sonic game known as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That's also a Kirby game called Kirby's Avalanche on the Super Nintendo. That's also, I think it was made by Sega called Puyo Puyo Pop. I think it was Sega made Puyo Puyo Pop. Anyways, so yeah, there was an entire game, just a basic puzzle game with four cubes. It's got released as Kirby Avalanche on the... Anyways, the only difference between this and Mean Bean Machine is that Mean Bean Machine is way harder than this. I'm screwing at this, trying to show off the fact that the main strategy is getting multiple combos at once by lining up line up strings of 4 together. But if you get a situation like multiple pop down, I think I have footage of that. Oh, I don't. Never mind. Anyway, so let's move on to something brand new. An actual new stage in this game with a great soundtrack by T-Lopes. Let's get going. Oh, by the way, this is really good. Yeah. See, that's an awesome. But this is even better piece of fresh music by T-Lopes called the Hard-Boiled Heavies. That's the new egg robos for this game. Once again, I'm gonna shut up. So yeah, there you go, Hard-Boiled Heavies. And let's move on to one of my favorite stages in this game. Another fantastic theme in its own, Studiopolis Act 2. Also, fun fact about the name Studiopolis, it's actually the name of the recording studio Sega was using for their voice actors between Sonic Colors and I believe up until now, honestly, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, they've been using, so that's what they call it, Studiopolis. So yeah, anyways, move on to the boss. Here, this is the only regular Eggman boss in the entire game. I picked Super because yeah, you can just jump cheese. What I actually want to show off in this is, well, as soon as I oh yeah, you can ton of rings just by this stage. It's fun. It's like 2 minutes long. That 2.5 minutes for the stage, don't get used to that. So I gotta show off you can make Tails fly by hitting up and jump. Pretty cool. Next stage was Flying Battery. Also, something I should mention. You see that timer right there? 5.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes. All the way, yeah. Fun fact about that little spider thing. Actually, I'm going to jump back to that real quick before we end off. That little spider thing, if I can get this. There you go, right here. This right here was actually used for a fan character name. Again, so yes, which is just literally like Bowser Jr., but girl. And for Eggman instead of Bowser. But yeah, Sonic Mania, you can even break up the whole Sonic games have terrible... Sonic has fan characters saying, yeah, Sonic Mania even broke that up. That's how good this game actually is. Even the fan characters inspired by it are good. Which is so weird for this series. Anyways, so let's move on to the next part. This next stage is known as Pressed Garden Zone. What is it? It's a newspaper factory. That's a pretty unique level for Sonic. And I just figured I showed up because, yeah, there are 4 new stages in this game. Pressed Garden is number 2. It's my least favorite of the 4. But hey, it's an entirely new stage, which is something. That little box there, you can only get it with the character from Mania Plus. which was DLC to this game that came out about 2 years later. That character being Mighty, his attack is his air action is a ground pound, but we'll get to him later. Anyways, by the way, more section of that. I just want to what do I want to show up? Oh yeah, right. You can make Tails fly bang up and jump in the air. Pretty simple. You make Tails carry you around. You can do it in Sonic 3 as well if you have a second playable character, second controller, but well, I don't have a second controller here because it's literally just me. Anyways, I want to show off something else that's pretty cool about Mania, about the new stages of Mania. The diversity in the new stages. So Act 1 is a newspaper factory. That's pretty cool. You know what Act 2 is? As soon as this thing falls, if you can't tell what those little snow droplets. By the way, I love that little animation Sonic does when he wins a stage. It's a good animation. Also, the cool bonus is basically don't get hit, you get more points. Neat. You know what it is? Ice level. Act 1 is the newspaper factory. Act 2 is an ice level. This could easily both be their own 2-act levels. But they're just one act in this game, which is awesome. I like when the games do that. They completely change up the formula for Act 2. And you know what? Something I'm going to say right now. Sonic Mania would have been better off as Sonic 4 Episode 3. I'll get that when I meet my Sonic 4 Episode 2 when I get Sonic 4 Episode 2. But Mania just would have been better off as a Sonic 4 Episode 3. With the old graphics. Also, you know what the next zone is when I talk about this lag? Remember how much I hate Sort of Speedway? It's here. It's back. It's back for some reason. When Sega couldn't come up with great new stages, they come up with shitty old ones to pick from. Like Stardust Speedway. I mean, they find creative uses for what little material they have to work with, that being, turning those little capsules now into giant flower things. Also the you can't see stuff is back, and the little dudes from the end of the game. But just joy. I am so sick and tired of Star. And by this point, I don't even like Star Speedway. And there's only Star Speedway. It's only here for one reason, and that one reason should be very obvious to anyone who's played a Sonic game that came out in the 2010s, or has even heard of Metal Sonic outside a game other than Sonic Heroes. That reason? Well, if I remember to record it, do I have it on footage? I think I do. Oh, by the way, High Barrel Canyon from Donkey Kong Country, slowing down the pace of everything. I hate Stardust Speedway. I really do. I don't know why people love it. I don't get to love this game. This one has. I really don't get to love Stardust Speedway has. I don't know why they keep bringing it back. I'm so sick and tired of seeing it. That's the thing. When you have an old school stage that you are sick and tired of seeing, and it keeps getting brought back over and over and over again, it just makes any new game that appears in a complete drag to go through. Also, this is the boss of Star. Oh yeah, you know why Metal Sonic? You know why this game is Stardust Speedway? You guess Metal Sonic like the Stardust Speedway game with the Stardust JP music? You got it. This is the third time we're seeing it. Also, this is Hydro City Zone. Look at that level length. Long. Way worse than the original Hydro City. Although this is a standard water level, something had to fill the water level gap. I kind of wish they just add like a water level to Press Garden or something. All that's kind of more of a variety buffet, but just come with a new variety, with a new water stage. Anyways, yeah, there you go. Look at that. This, by the way, is a complete flip of a Sonic, my favorite boss fight in the classic games. And now, instead of Eggman being in the capsule, you're the one in the capsule. And Eggman's trying to launch bombs to stop you. You can even spin S to drop those bombs. That is honestly pretty cool. This game is good with throwbacks, but it's nothing but throwbacks. Control is great, though. And control is great. It's flow and efficient. I just don't enjoy it because of this huge mid-stretch. Again, it is a good game. It's good. Doesn't mean it's fun, but it's good. And again, why? Biggest problem? Length. Oh, by the way, I thought I glitched out the game for soft lock. I did not. Oh, but Hydro City Act 2? Something I'll mention when I was talking earlier about these stages having completely identical level design. Yeah, once you get to the point of like 20 seconds in of where I get, it literally just turns into Hydro City Act 2 from Sonic 3. Like, unchanged. Completely unchanged level design, which is just the worst thing in the world. Again, this game came out 20-something years later. Like, if you want to play the old school stages, just have the old school stages. Don't put them in this new game. How about making a game of new stages? And I know that's not, again, I will say it again, it's not the fan game creators' fault. It is completely Sega's fault for forcing the fan game creators to do this, saying, hey, you want to make your official Sonic game? You're going to have to abide by our rules, which is fair, because, it's Sega's rules. I mean, you don't want weird stuff happening. And by weird stuff, I mean, like, I don't know, like, randomly, just get spread in the game. Because, that's a series intended for children, and just fuck is not a word intended for children. By the way, the kid-friendly review is not going to have the word fuck in it. But just, again, from here, that point on, it's literally just Hydro City Act 2, which is just such an annoying thing to do for level design. Where you, by the way, this right here, this is the next zone, Mirage Saloon. By the way, Knuckles has his own level and with a boss of with that caterpillar thing from Sonic Chaos as his boss. And you know what this is? This right here? This is Sky Chase again. I'm gonna highlight why this is Sky Chase in a second because, well, you know what the next stage was after this? You know what that is? Beam Dynamite, Sonic the Fighter. There's also going to be Bark Polar Bear, another awesome Sonic Fighters, and Fang the Sniper from Triple Trouble. Also, I'm going to shut up now because this is one of these 7 best stages in the series alongside Dragon Dance and, alongside Dragon Dance and Metal Harbor. This is one of the best stages in the franchise. Mirage Saloon Act 2. Also, the music here is incredible, as to be expected from T-Lopes. I love this stage. It's so good. It's fantastic. The flow of the stage is utterly amazing. There's so many gimmicks that perfectly fit with like an old Wild West saloon theme. It's got giant cartoony gun cannon. That's Sonic a shot out of. That is awesome. These little bouncy bumpers. Pianos serve as a side part. That's amazing. Incredible. That's like creativity. Using pianos like air bumpers. Christmas trees kind of sparkle stage. Seltzer can be run on for paths. There are so much unique things in this environment. I really wish it got a third act. I really, really do wish it got a third act. And it's such a fun blast. And you know what's even better? The whole stage, I went slow in that stage, and it took me only 2 minutes. I went fast in Hydro City. Act 1 took me 5 minutes. In Flying Battery, I went fast and it took me 5.5 minutes. By the way, so I had a Fang, he took my shield away. This boss, but yeah, it turns out the whole things weren't actually the characters. They were just the Egg Magician. That's one of the horrible heavies. The other one is a ninja dude, the green one, Shinobi. You fight him at the end of the ice level. And not only fight at the end of another stage in the future, I don't show it off. It's a guy on a motorcycle. It's a guy riding a motorbug as reference to a Fang game creator that actually passed away. I don't know what the Fang game creator passed away from, but they passed away, and his hacks were literally putting Motorbug the Badnik as joke hacks in Sonic 1 and 2, which is awesome. Anyways, so yeah. But that's Bark the Polar Bear, that guy we just jumped on. He tried to slam the ground, make some rocks. But yeah, as boss fight, it's fun, simple, it's a hop and bop. It has those little lag moments though. I missed that hop and bop. And I keep calling hop and bop, and you jump on them again. Best kind of bosses for 2D Sonic. And look at him as a curtain show to play. That's awesome. Like you would expect, and then you immediately. Again, I love Mirage Saloon. It's one of the best stages in the series. It's probably the second best 2D stage in the series, in my opinion. It's such a blast. Also, every 50,000 points gets you a 1-up. And you know what you blast off to next? You blast off of this amazing, fun stage into. Turn the line back down because this is Oil Ocean Zone from Sonic 2. One of my least favorite zones in that game. Yeah. This zone, by the way, was my favorite of the old school zones they got brought back. Lava Reef. Lava Reef is my favorite zone from Sonic and Knuckles. I think from Sonic and Knuckles, it's my favorite zone in that game. Also, that's a high ball enemy from more mixing of things. Enemy from Hilltop and gimmick from Metallic Madness of Sonic CD with the walkie shoes. Something else this stage also adds in. It adds in new stuff to old stages and does a great job of that. The problem? Their old stages make up 2/3 of this game. 4 zones are old stages. 4 zones are new. 8 zones are old. Although I have to say, this right here, it's a slight. Act 1 is usually just again a slight revamp of this, And you see here, you got the one up in the exact same spot I was in Sonic and Knuckles. If you play these old school games, this game is going to be a fun but kind of a cakewalk. If you haven't, this game is going to be a pain in the butt because it uses a lot of the old school stuff. I played that because I asked my fiance to play it a couple of years ago, and she couldn't even get past Chemical Plant Act 1. And I know exactly why, because this game... Oh, by the way, something I was showing earlier... Anyway, going back to what I was saying earlier. That's something I'm going to loop. Also, I'm going to shut up again because T-Loop did a fantastic job with Metallic Madness' theme. Which is Zone 11, by the way, Metallic Madness. I love Metallic Madness. Also, there's a neat little gimmick where you go back to the wall. Also, something I was trying to show off, you can do it like Sonic Chaos, but I didn't do it. This is actually good controls, unlike Sonic Triple Trouble and Chaos. At least Chaos is short. Triple Trouble is just kind of slow and boring. Anyways, we're off the Game Gear. Let's get back to the Genesis games because they're so heavily based on. Also, if you want little thoughts, there's going to be a new Sonic compilation thing coming out for the Genesis games plus CD. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it. I'm kind of apathetic to all this just because of, well, the last 10 years have been nothing but throwing back to these games. And again, I'm not going to lie, if it threw back to something with the Adventure games or something, I would be so chill with that. Because, I mean, you've seen the highest scoring game so far is Adventure 2, and that includes today's game, by the way. We've covered so far. Fantastic music, again, fantastic music in this game. Also, High Mega Man just disappearing blocks. Anyways, let's move on to the end of Act 2. By the way, yeah, Supersonic, you can see him running with his regular run instead of the fancy little flying thing. Also, this boss right here I want to show off is the only appearance of Amy Rose in this game, which the only reason why I'm showing that off is because I mentioned before my favorite way to play 2D Sonic is Advanced 1 Amy, and I was really hopeful Amy would get in, at least to the Plus Edition. She did not with their Advanced. Well, I'll have to say the level design here is I don't think it's really designed for the Advanced 1 gameplay, but it could totally, I totally think it could work. I just don't think it's well designed for it. That's all. Anyways, yeah, you blow it up. Also, I'm just standing still watching the boss go by. And yeah, you gotta defeat the boss. By the way, you're little Sonic. That's something that happened in CD. You become little. You little cute Sonic. Automatically, you lose the Super Sonic when you beat a boss, but you don't really need it. And this heads up the final boss, the final zone of the game. Something you don't see a lot, an actual new zone in this game. And by the way, yeah, Sonic could theoretically, if you're a little set up with a pit afterwards, Sonic could actually die by jumping on the capsule. It's kind of funny. If you had a mod set up like that. But thankfully, this game obviously doesn't have any of that. But hey, oh, that's awesome. I just realized Tails gets shocked by the lightning. He's afraid of lightning character. That is a cool moment. But yeah, Titanic Monarch, the final zone of the game. It's this big, hulking menace. Something I should mention is that Zone 2 is pretty unique. Is that you have 4 places to go to. You have to beat all 4 little mini areas. Almost kind of like what was I about to say? Yeah, like the last stage in Kirby in the first Kirby game, Return to Dreamland. Of course, but once you beat them all, you go to the mock final boss, which is... Also, I'm just showing off, which is this little, this guy right here. He's the real final boss if you don't have all the Chaos Emeralds. But, of course, since he's not like a big robot dude, he doesn't really feel like a real final boss. He does feel like something a Fangy would put in though as the not super final boss. Bounces around, shoots some missiles. Pretty neat. Something to show off. Every 4 hits breaks a capsule. On the original version of Sonic Mania, back when it came out in 2017, you would actually shock off the bottom parts, which made the boss much easier to hit. If you weren't Super Sonic, you could just really spin dash into it once you beat the first 2. So now he's held by the first 2. Also, you can soft lock the game if you get Tails to grab by both those hands. Something to show off that throughout the game, each of these 4 little horrible heavies you find, like right here, you see the gunner from Studiopolis. They'll try to fire bullets at you to, stop you, take away your ring. It's pretty cool. It's a neat section, all the horrible heavies working with Eggman for one final chance to stop Sonic when they have the Phantom Ruby on their side. Of course, this game doesn't, but hey. Something I should mention is that, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but there's no called Knuckles and Knuckles. They replaced the Tails with Knuckles. By the way, this is where the end of the game would be for Sonic. He runs off. If he doesn't have the Chaos Emeralds, he just runs off and jumps outside the castle. But this time, now it's Sonic running off and jumping outside the castle. Or Psych, it's actually a Supersonic fight. It was the Egg Reverie between this guy here, Heavy King. He's the last of Hardball Heavy. He's the only receiver in the intro, and in Knuckles' story. Yes, Knuckles' campaign is slightly different than Sonic's. He doesn't have that Sky Chase section in Mirage Saloon. He has an actual stage with a different soundtrack piece, and he also has this guy's a boss in Lava Reef instead of the other Hardball Heavy. But Supersonic away, float around, fight the boss. It's a very unique super boss in that you can just stand on the ground and jump on him, which is what I prefer to do because it's more accurate. But yeah, Sonic has, if he hits the button, he can fly. If he hits the button again when flying, he does like this air dash thing, which takes away some rings. The idea is to cycle back and forth between hitting Eggman, grabbing rings, and hitting this guy. This guy's shocks takeaway is at 5 or 10. I think it's 5. Well, I know it was 10 when it first came up. I think they updated it to 5 when they uploaded the Mania Plus. Okay, yeah, there you go. It's 10. It's a... Okay, never mind. It's 10. So, yeah. Anyways, though, yeah, it's pretty basic. Let me just zoom on a little bit. Now, do you eventually beat the boss? Sonic will eventually get sucked into a much, much worse game. Today is not that worst game, though. Today is Sonic Mania, which came out August 27th in 2017, and I got it on launch for PC anyways. I think it came out like 2 months prior on console, but I figured I'd get it on PC because, well, PC has mods. Mods are good. But to go Little Planet, once again, same thing as I complained about earlier. There's no originality in this game. The intro is literally just Little Planet again. But hey, look, Sonic saved the day because he's Sonic and he's cool. And there's Sonic saying I'm cool. Just like back in Sonic CD, completely unchanged, which is why I went out of my way for that game's good ending, to show off that's completely unchanged. That is the thing about Mania, there is so little, what is new is awesome, but there is so little new in this game, which leads to my score for this. Spectacle is only an 8 out of 25. Again, when it is new, it is great, but there is so little new here. At least with Sonic Lost World, it was new, even if it was just new Super Mario Brothers. Sound, it's a solid 16 out of 20. All the tracks are great, but there's just nothing, and there's so little new. I want to mention so little new. Fun factor, because of all the lack of new and how long it is, I just don't have fun during this game. It works great. I just don't have fun during it. The flow and rhythm of the game. The drop dash is great. Bouncing stage is great. Sonic control's great. Bonus, I mean, stuff like the bug mode, that's unlockable. The Knuckles and Knuckles joke, which is a reference to a review from Some Call Me Johnny. That's awesome. But this game it's great. It really is good to play, but I just don't like it because of how much old stuff it just brings back. And that's another problem. The games in the 2000s had just so much dumb crap make them longer. Games in the 2010s just kept rehashing stuff from the early 90s again. Ugh. Anyways, final score is 76 out of... 76 is the overall rating due to all the extra bonus. Only 61 out of 100 for the base score. As you could clearly see, thank you for watching and have a lovely day.